Today, a new report says you can cut your risk of cancer and heart disease by paying closer attention to a vitamin, vitamin D. Here's ABC's Maros Galvacampo.
It's a spring ritual, getting reacquainted with the sun, and a critical one, too. The major new study of nearly 1 million people finds the lower your vitamin D levels, the higher your risk for certain diseases, including a 35% increased risk of death from heart disease and a 14% increase in death from cancer. Vitamin D not only helps block a host of major illnesses, it can boost your heart and even strengthen your bones. This while an estimated 2/3 of the population isn't getting enough. So just how do you raise your vitamin D levels? Well, for one thing, spend more time outdoors. Doctors recommend about 1 hour of time in the sun per week, and they say to expose as much skin as possible. Of course, experts say you have to take precautions not to get too much sun, and they point to the vitamin D you can get by eating more salmon, mushrooms, and fortified dairy. For middle-aged and older women, vitamin D3 supplements can help too.
Food sources are really limited, so it's best for most people to take a supplement.
But this spring, experts say the best thing to do is get outside and soak up some sun. Now, that 1 hour of recommended sun time can be spread out over the entire week, and doctors say that amount, just a few minutes each day, generally won't increase your risk of skin cancer, Diane, or other problems that come with too much sun exposure.
And again, you can use some protection.
You absolutely can.
All right, Mara, thank you again.
Welcome to the most exciting company to launch this decade. New to the market, but not new to success. The founders are true, proven, multi-million-dollar visionaries with a solid background creating market shifts. The company is a brand new division of a 10-year-old established giant with all the support, infrastructure, and finances in place. But the timing and opportunity of something brand new. Welcome to the future of business, the future of wellness, and quite possibly your new future as a global wellness business owner. Welcome to 10, a company that is about to corner the market in a hurry. Everyone agrees that the wellness industry is huge and only getting bigger. But in a crowded marketplace of pills, shakes, and super juices, where is it all heading? A technology shift that is reinventing wellness. A new delivery system that is changing the way you and everyone you know gets healthier. All the scientists and experts agree. It's new, it's convenient, it's effective, and more absorbable. Introducing vitamin sprays. No more bulky bottles of juice or cans of shakes. They taste great and they work fast. The first one is D-Power. Just look at the news. Everyone is talking about vitamin D3, and we have it. Next is B-Boost, the B vitamins that everyone knows gives you massive energy and well-being. And Super 10, with the power of 10 proven superfruits in one convenient spray. And Slim, combining the hottest ingredients in weight loss today, Garcinia cambogia, African mango, and green coffee bean extract, ingredients that even Dr. Oz is endorsing. The most powerful weight loss ingredients on the market. Imagine losing weight with a simple spray. 4 amazing sprays, wellness at your fingertips. 4 products that could turn your life around physically and financially. Think about it. How many people do you know that want more energy, to feel healthier, happier, to lose weight? Let's face it, these products are in huge demand. And because they are new, simple, and unique, people want them. And now, you can position yourself in front of this powerful market shift. And if you can simply share the excitement of these incredible products with friends, family, and coworkers in person or over social media, you could make a fortune. The timing is perfect. The products and opportunity are a perfect 10, a brand new delivery system with the hottest ingredients in wellness. A brand new opportunity with an established, proven, debt-free company. This is just what you want. All we need is you. Find out more and ask about our exciting vacation and luxury exotic car program. Ask the person who shared this information with you how you can get started today and take advantage of the remarkable timing and capitalize with our phenomenal business plan. And who knows, you can be our next 10 success story.
The main thing here is we want to understand what we have here in our products, and we want to understand why they work. And so we're going to go into the nature of the body and how the ingredients work and why our ingredients and our products are special and unique. The first thing I want to define some terms for people. We hear these all the time about describing our products, and I want to use them again as I continue to explain to you within each of the products. So we hear things like antioxidants. What's an antioxidant? It prevents cell damage by inhibiting the oxidation of lymph fat and the formation of free radicals. Protects fat-soluble vitamins from destruction by oxygen. So examples of antioxidants are vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, the carotenoids, carrots, kale, tomatoes. There's a lot of different foods as well as vitamins that have an antioxidant nature. They protect us against cell damage. And many of our products, all of our products, have some element of antioxidant in them. Then you're going to hear free radicals. What are they? They're molecules that cause cells to break down, speeding the aging process, promoting heart disease, cancer, and weakening of the immune system. Free radicals are naturally produced by the body's natural processes, but all the pollution that we're under right now and the ineffectiveness of our food system is causing many more free radicals to be in the body. What happens, this causes inflammation, it overburdens the immune system, and we basically suffer from a toxicity, a toxic body, because we can't get them all out. The immune system becomes overwhelmed, and that's when disease begins. You'll hear the term pH. What is pH? Perfectly healthy. I call it the potential of hydrogen. Oxygen is alkaline and carbon dioxide is acidic. Our bodies are really designed to be at around 7.2 to 7.4 in alkalinity. Unfortunately, most of the things that we're doing in our Western culture causes acidity as opposed to alkalinity. So our bodies are much too acidic, and acidic is anaerobic. It's the lack of oxygen. And when you create an anaerobic environment within the body, then you have created an environment for disease to grow. Cancer can only grow in an anaerobic environment with no oxygen in it. It's fermentation is another way of looking at anaerobic. Your body's fermenting. And therefore, all kinds of fungus and diseases and bacteria and viruses, which are normally in the body anyway, they come alive and they start duplicating and growing. And then as they grow, you begin to feel the effects of it in sickness. So we want to keep our pH as high as we can by eating and consuming alkaline type foods. And all of our products have an alkalinity to them. They're made from natural berries, they're superfoods, and so forth when I get into describing the products. So I just want you to understand the importance of why we're feeling so good and getting such great testimonies is because the body, once it's alkaline to 7.0 to 7.4, it will automatically heal itself. And that's what our products are doing. They're feeding the body, they're cleansing the body, and they're balancing the body.
Wow, Mark, I don't want to cut you off, but that was just I love the way you said that. I don't want to cut you off. I want you to say that again because that's just so simple and so easy to digest. It makes so much sense. But I didn't mean to cut you off, but will you say that again?
Yes. Alkalinity, our bodies have to be alkaline, just like a fish tank. If we've had fish, most of us have had fish for ourselves or our children. You have to keep the pH balanced in the tank. If you don't put the chemicals in that balance the water and make the pH appropriate for the fish, they'll all be floating at the top of the tank. Well, our body is 90% water. So we have to keep our bodies alkaline. That's how God created us to function efficiently. And so when our bodies become acidic, someone with cancer, for example, has an alkalinity pH of maybe 5.5, which is 200,000 times more acidic than the body should be. So it's very important when you bring that alkalinity up whatever the condition is within the body begins to heal itself because now it's in its optimum state. It's in the state that God created us to be, which is alkaline. And some of the foods that cause acidity are meats and dairy, sodas, and other junk food, fast food, sugar, gluten, fluoridated water, tobacco, chocolate, table salt, alcohol, coffee. And it causes the veins to actually rust and destroys the cell walls. And we have 60,000 miles of veins and arteries in our bodies. So our bodies, over time, it doesn't happen, in a couple of days. This is what happens to us over time, and it's getting lower and lower in age. It used to be, started feeling, uncomfortable with some form of illness or discomfort in your 40s and 50s. Now people are going through this in their 30s and 20s even. So it's very important that we alkaline the body, and all of our products, especially the Super 10, alkalines the body and keeps that pH in place. Of course, your diet is going to help. If you're eating kale and broccoli, spinach, collard greens, wheat, barley, raw vegetables, fruits, figs, lima beans, avocados, cucumbers, parsley, celery, lemon, lime, and you're drinking good water, you're going to alkaline your body. You can't drink fluorinated water because that's causing free radical damage also, because the fluoride is a chemical. Anytime you put a chemical into the body, it causes free radicals to rise up. The immune system has to rise up to fight the free radical damage, and your body is being weakened because the immune system is your defense. So they're your warriors, and they're always running around fighting inflammation and fighting these free radicals and unable to really protect you against some of the bigger things that come along. See, we're 9 trillion cells. God made us sovereign beings, okay? We don't need to do anything but get our bodies balanced, and it's all already built in. It's self-contained. And no product or no thing heals the body. Your body heals itself when you give it what it needs. And that's what our super products, Super 10 and D, they're just giving the body what it needs. And it's like, wow, you gave me what I need. Now I can do what I'm supposed to do. And that's why you're getting the results and the testimonies that you're getting. I want to go over the components of good health. We're biomagnetic electrical chemical beings. The body runs on electric currents, which produces alkalinity or life force energy. We must look at food for its electrical life force value, not the caloric value of the food. So we got these 9 trillion cells, and they're reproducing themselves on a daily basis. The organs in the body are, replacing themselves all the time, but they're going to replace themselves. The new cells that are being replaced each day are going to replace themselves based on the conditions of the old cell. And that's why a lot of people, if we're replacing cells, how come I'm still sick? Because the DNA just copies itself, and you get a sick cell, and now a new sick cell. So as you heal the body and make healthy, strong cells, those cells start duplicating and becoming healthy cells, and you get stronger and stronger, and you throw off your illness or disease, which means not at ease. I get sidetracked with all of this, but one of the things we have to understand is we have to take control, whether we're talking about our business or we're talking about our own health. We have to. This call here today, I think every day, is an empowerment, a call to empower each of us to understand why these products work and what we have to do to command our own bodies. You're the commander-in-chief of your own body. You have 9 trillion cells. You're not responding to the cells, and that's what we're taught. You're not responding to outside forces, what the doctor says, what the dentist says, what this one says. You got to go to this one. The society disempowers us and makes us believe that we can't do anything for ourselves. We got to have an expert. We got to have somebody to show us the way. God put everything in you. You got to quiet the mind, meditate, and the answers are all within all of us. Okay. So we got to take command, and that's what Pastor Denise was talking about as she opened the call up this morning, to take command of your cells. And our brains are cells. You have to take command of that. The talk that goes on all the time, it's just built in. Like some people call it the ego, but self-talk. You can't do this. You won't have to. You'll never get this. This company won't last. No. That's all self-talk, the ego. You have to control that. And you have to place in place of it your power, your projection of what you want for your life and what you want for your health. You can command your cells to follow you. Now, if you don't lead your cells are going to be led by whatever, TV, a pharmaceutical commercial. Yeah, I need to run to the doctor, give me some Lipitor. No, command your body. Command it. You have the sovereignty. You have the God within you to do that, the power to do that. And what happens is we've been disempowered for commercial purposes, for reasons of making money. Okay? So command yourself, command your health. That's why, some of the cultures pray over their food. You have to command the power that's out here and in each of us to get the results that you want. Okay. So like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. So if we put the good stuff in, which is what 10 represents, putting good, comprehensive, it's not just good, it's comprehensive products into the body, feeding the body what it needs, then the body can give you what you want. Garbage in, garbage. You put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. We're getting a lot of garbage out right now with our young people, with our seniors. A lot of unnecessary suffering going on out there, and that's the importance of this call today and each day to understand not only the cars and all the other things that are going to come as a result of you building your business, but the lives you'll change. And I say save because people can literally save themselves. As long as there's cells alive in your body and you're functioning, there's no such thing as it's too late. It's not too late until you close your eyes and you go home. As long as your cells are replicating each day, if you got to begin feeding the body what it needs. And the thing with health foods and nutritional products is if you're sick, you got to feed the body on a constant basis. It's not like a drug where you pop that thing every 4 or 6 hours. They're very powerful, drugs are. But food is natural, so you have to feed the body on a constant basis. It takes a lot of work. But you can cleanse the body, balance the body, and rid the body of all disease. But it's going to take some time. You got to have the right product. And so some of these products that we have here in our company can do some of those miraculous things for you. If you believe, you command over yourselves, and you take these products and you clean up your diet, alkaline your diet, and get off all the acidities. That's why I'm so happy they were taking the sodas out of schools. So this is making the kids sick as hell, as well as hyper, because of all the sugar that's in it. So, we're coming around as a society, but we're the leaders right now of the society. The pharmaceutical industry is not going to lead this cause. It's not to their interest. They're here to make money off of our illness. And we're here to prevent illness and have a wellness industry. That's what we are. We're a wellness industry. So we're about trying to teach and share and help people get well. And I've given talks about the pharmaceutical industry, which is a whole other conversation. But I think everyone's getting a pretty good flavor on the fact that synthetic drugs do not cure and synthetic drugs do not give you the results that you're looking for. I think a lot of people realizing that, having lost loved ones, having conditions that they've had for years and years and years that never went away until they started doing nutritional-based food. So I'm not going to get off on pharmaceuticals, but all I can say is that don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled by everything that's being waved in front of you. Understand what works, and that's why the testimonies are so important. I can say all this stuff, but if our products don't give you results, then it's just a conversation. So I'm not here to waste my time. I'm retired. I have a lot of things to do right now besides this. If I didn't believe in what I'm telling you and know that it worked, I wouldn't be on the call. So our first product is D-Power. For many years, it was thought that vitamin D was only effective in maintaining healthy bones and teeth. Recent advances in science revealed that vitamin D has a multifaceted role in the proper functioning of the body. It lowers the risk of illness, not formally associated with vitamin D protocol. The best way to discover vitamin D deficiency is through a simple blood test, healthy range being from 30, 40 to 100. So you can ask your doctor when you have your next physical, because they won't do it necessarily on their own unless they're a naturopath, to, when they're running their blood work, what is my vitamin D? What is my vitamin B12 levels? And they'll come back and they'll give you the score. So you can see that the improvement that you're making as you continue to take the products. The best way to discover vitamin D deficiency, when having your annual physical, ask your doctor to add the test to B and D to your blood test. My doctor said that 75% of his patients were deficient in vitamin D. National statistics say 100 million Americans are deficient in vitamin D. You get vitamin D naturally from the sunlight, but must be in the sun 30 to 45 minutes each day without wearing glasses or sunscreen. Unfortunately, especially during the winter months, most of us are not out in the sun on a regular basis. Therefore, it is very important to supplement with vitamin D. Vitamin D acts like a hormone. It's not just a vitamin. It acts like a hormone, so it synergizes with all the other vitamins and makes them work more efficiently. Vitamin D acts like a hormone in our system and works synergistically with many body functions to promote efficient utilization of many nutrients. It helps strengthen our immune system, thereby reducing the occurrence of colds and flu. It reduces respiratory infection in children and helps treat the rise in chronic kidney disease, diabetes 1 and 2, asthma, periodontal disease, cardiovascular disease, schizophrenia and depression, cancer, hypertension, glucose intolerance, MS, and Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and cognitive disorders. So I could go into a little more depth, but I want to really spend more time on our new product that's coming out. So I'll just say that it's recommended that you take 1,000 to 2,000 IUs of vitamin D daily. In our sprays, you're going to get 2,000 if you take 5 sprays a day. They also recommend to have a purpose in life. The psychological component seems to offset the development of the dementia-type diseases like Alzheimer's. So if you have seniors, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your parents, get them on their vitamin D because it's going to open up the veins. It's going to increase the blood circulation, and it's going to decrease the onset of dementia and memory problems. There is also a link between diabetes and Alzheimer's. Both diseases cause a decline in cognitive function due to damaged blood vessels. So this is all happening as a result of the damaged blood vessels. In the case of Alzheimer's, it's in the brain. In the case of diabetes, it's in other organs in the body, like the liver and the pancreas. The next product we have is B-Boost. The B-complex family of vitamins are so important, again, synergistically, in how they feed so many different body functions. They are generally known as the energy vitamins, and they will lift your physical, mental, and emotional spirit. A deficiency in B will result in a host of illnesses like anemia, fatigue, weakness, constipation, loss of appetite, weight loss, depression, poor memory, asthma, vision problems, and low sperm count. Our spray is composed of B3, B6, and primarily B12. Symptoms of B12 deficiency are diabetes 1, periodontal disease, low blood calcium levels, chronic joint and bone pain, osteoporosis, numbness and tingling, mood and mental changes. And again, I say you can have that checked by your doctor so you can see how you're improving. The next one is Slim by 10, which is our weight loss product. And it's excellent because it's got some of the products in it, the nutrients in it, really help you to lose weight as opposed to just, dropping a few pounds in water weight. This product, we're getting fantastic testimonies in pounds and inches lost over weeks and months of usage. We have a tremendous challenge here in America as far as maintaining, weight is concerned. 1/3 of the population is obese and 1/3 of the population is overweight, which leaves only 1/3 of the population that is actually normal weight. That's a crisis. That's a market that you have out there. And, it's so simple to use because you're only spraying 8 sprays under your tongue. It's not like you have to change a lot of actual behavior as your lifestyle. I mean, it's always preferred if you can exercise more, you can change your diet, but you're going to lose weight using our product no matter what you do because of the nature of the components within it. Garcinia cambogia, its primary ingredients are hydroxycitric acid, which burns fat we have stored and inhibits an enzyme called cyclase lyase, which is an important catalyst in the metabolic process of converting excess carbohydrates into fat. Garcinia cambogia is a natural appetite suppressor, which accelerates or speeds up your metabolism. It also improves your mood and thereby minimizes emotional eating and eating to feel better. Garcinia cambogia improves sleep and helps manage stress hormones like cortisol, which further helps you lose weight. It also increases lean muscle mass, which burns 8 to 10 times more calories, fuel, than fat. The second ingredient in the Slim by 10 is the green coffee bean, which is a natural bean rich in caloric acid, which inhibits the release of glucose, which is sugar, into the body, while increasing liver metabolism or fat burning in the liver. These two actions work together to inhibit the absorption of fat and stop weight gain. The third product in Slim by 10 is African mango, another superfruit, which speeds up the body metabolism and keeps you from getting hungry, which in vitamin C, potassium, and a variety of B vitamins. African mango cleanses the intestines and boosts the metabolism. So you can see by our Slim by 10, you're increasing the metabolism, you're suppressing the appetite, you're keeping the fat cells from dividing. And that combination, you're not going to find. Dr. Oz talked about the power of Garcinia cambogia, and there are products out here now with just Garcinia cambogia in them, but they don't have the combination that we have, and that's what makes our company special, the comprehensiveness of our product with the combination of ingredients that comprehensively work together. So the next product we have is called Super 10. Super 10 is where your antioxidants again come into play, because Super 10 has a lot of good stuff in it. The first thing we have is the berries, the acai berry from the rainforest, a whole superfood, which is antioxidant, filled with antioxidants, amino acids, and essential fatty acids. Next, we have goji berry, a whole food superfood, rich in vitamin A, a powerful antioxidant used by the Chinese to treat diabetes, high blood pressure, and fever. It increases athletic performance and improves sleep. Then we have the Makaya berry, a whole food, a superfood, which has the highest amount of antioxidant of any known fruit. It removes free radicals from the body, decreases cell damage, and assists in aging. The next ingredient we have in Super 10 is green tea, which is also in the Slim by 10. Green tea improves mental alertness, prevents genetic mutations, tumor growth, helps prevent all types of cancer, helps with diabetes, lowers the blood sugar and dental cavities, kidney stones, and skin damage. The next ingredient in Super 10 is ionic minerals, and minerals are very important because we're not getting that from the food anymore, because the soils that the farmers are using has been depleted of the minerals. They put NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in. They take 60 minerals out. Your body requires 60 minerals each day. And without the minerals, then the enzymes aren't made properly, then the hormones aren't made, and it goes right up the chain, or your organs cannot function efficiently. And that's why so many of us are sick now. In the old days, we could just eat off the farm, and we didn't need to do any of this because we were getting everything we needed from the earth and from the sun and from good, clean water. That's not happening anymore. So we have to do something to compensate and to ensure our health. So Super 10 is just a fantastic product for that, because it has those ionic minerals that you're spraying each day. Sixth ingredient in Super 10 is the phosphatidyl choline, which is derived from lecithin, is necessary for the metabolism of fatty acids and transporting fat through the cells. It reduces hardening of the arteries. High in linoleic acid helps people with bipolar disorder, a condition associated with low choline, and people with mild dementia. And then we have the Energy 5-HTP, which is the energy component amino acid that builds in the body and helps regulate serotonin levels in the brain and nervous system. And, it's just filled, aloe vera, it's just filled with a whole comprehensive 10 products that really all work synergistically together to balance and clean and feed the body. The new product that we have coming out is cell energy. People don't really understand when you say cell energy, what do you mean? We're cells. We're just 9 trillion cells. Each cell does the same, has the same capability of our entire body. It has a little nervous system. It has a little excretory system. It has everything that our body does. It has a little miniature version of it. So you want to get products that feed the body on a cellular level. It's not just feeding an organ not feeding one particular problem. It's feeding the whole body. And so that's what's so exciting about this new product that's about to come out, is that it's cell energy. It's geared and it's been devised to strictly build and treat and formulate healthy new cells. The first product in the cell energy is resveratrol, which is in red wine. It's a copper chelator, controls iron in the body and calcium calcification. Before 18 years of age, the body needs calcium for new bones, and iron is shuttled to bone marrow to make new red blood cells. Once the body stops growing, these two minerals begin to accumulate in tissues and cells, leading to progressive aging, calcification, and rusting. By age 40, a male will have 2 times the calcium and iron stored in the body compared to equally aged females, and will experience double the risk of heart problems, cancer, and diabetes. Females escape this state for a time, donating calcium to the offspring and eliminating iron from the body during monthly menstruation. Progressive aging for females begins with menopause or hysterectomy. It also sensitizes vitamin D receptors. It reverses aging, mimics a calorie-restricted diet. So it's going to work in hand with your Slim by 10, removes excess minerals, reverses fatty liver, halts tumor formation, activates the gene. The second, probably one of the most important ingredients in the cell energy, is glutathione. It's the most important molecule you need to stay healthy and prevent disease. It prevents aging, heart disease, dementia, treats everything from ADHD to autism to Alzheimer's. Produced naturally in the body, highest concentration in the liver, pancreas, kidney, and lenses of the eye. Combination of 3 building blocks of proteins: cysteine, glycine, glutamine. Contains sulfur, which acts as a sticky molecule that acts like flypaper. As glutathione travels through your body, all of the free radicals, toxins, mercury, and other heavy metals stick onto it and get carried out into the bile and the stool and out of the body. So it definitely cleans the body of your heavy metals and your free radical damage. Poor diet, pollution, toxins, medication, stress, infections, and radiation all deplete glutathione in your body, which causes cell disintegration from oxidative stress or free radical damage, infections, and cancer. And you're no longer protected. As a result, the liver gets overloaded and damaged and becomes unable to do its job of detoxification. The glutathione is so important in keeping liver balanced and keeping the body balanced in general against all these pollutants that are part of our daily lives now, unfortunately. Glutathione recycles antioxidants. So it takes the antioxidants and recycles them through your body. Free radicals are passed around from vitamin C to vitamin E to lipoic acid and finally to glutathione, which recycles them. So it's efficient, and it's taking the antioxidants that you already have in your body and it's recycling them. So if you're deficient in this, the antioxidants are going to be destroyed. Critical for immune function and controlling inflammation. Our biggest problem in all of your diseases have an inflammation component. Anything that ends in itis is inflammation, okay? So you're having an inflammation in the body. The omega-3s and 6 and 9, they help a lot in controlling inflammation. The glutathione does the same thing. It's controlling inflammation, natural detoxifier in the body's main antioxidant, protecting our cells and making our energy metabolism run well. Excessive boost in glutathione levels, exercise boosts glutathione levels. So if you work out, you're going to get a shot at glutathione. Works best when combined with multivitamins, vitamin C, omega-3, NAC, and vitamin B6 and 12, which is our B boost. Glutathione is considered a superstar of protecting the brain. All circulation leads to the brain. So it is really, really a powerful thing, a component of our cell energy. The next component ingredient in the cell energy is alpha-lipoic acid, single most potent antioxidant in the brain. Both on its own and as a recycler of vitamin E and vitamin C, it restores the antioxidant properties of these vitamins after they have neutralized free radicals. Stimulates the body's production of glutathione and aids in absorption of coenzyme Q10. Because it's soluble in water and fat, It can move into all parts of the cells to deactivate free radicals. So here again, alpha-lipoic acid helping with the free radical problem that we're having, and restoring and recycling vitamin E and vitamin C, which are antioxidants. Helps control blood sugar levels in people with diabetes, helps detoxify the liver of metal detoxification. 50% of the elderly suffer from dementia by age 80, with onset of dementia starting at age 50. So it's going to really help your seniors. The World Health Organization projects by 2020 dementia will be the leading cause of death. Prevention and treatment of chronic degenerative diseases such as cardiovascular disease and diabetes, reduces blood cholesterol levels found in spinach, broccoli, potatoes, brewer's yeast, and organ meat. Body does not produce large amounts naturally, so you have to supplement to get your alpha-lipoic acid. And the last ingredient is caffeine. Caffeine is found in varying quantities in the seeds, leaves, and fruit of some plants, where it acts as a natural pesticide and kills insects. Some sources of caffeine are yerba mate, guarana, cola nut, and green tea, called biocaffeine. Bio meaning alive. Natural caffeine is non-addictive, naturally in foods and plants. Natural caffeine has stimulating and alertness properties. It is a metabolic booster, a memory booster, and a detoxifier of the liver and cleanses the colon. Natural caffeine will ward off Alzheimer's, increase dopamine in the brain, easing depression. Natural caffeine reduces fatty liver and non-alcohol-related fatty liver disease. Natural caffeine is good for the heart health and increases longevity. So our cell energy is a powerful antioxidant, cell regenerator, anti-aging, and reverse aging, and cell energy provider by supplying the mitochondria of each cell with the nutrients it needs to produce high energy. In addition, all of the cell energy ingredients work very synergistically with our Super 10, the vitamin D, the Slim by 10, and the B Boost. So this is an exciting product that's about to hit the market. Hopefully this month we'll be getting some cell energy, and I encourage everyone to use that, especially all of our products. Share with your young. You're very young, and I'm talking about young, 2, 3, 1, and your seniors, your people in your 60s, and they will feel the results of these products much faster, possibly, than people that are in their mid-age, because they're generally in better health. But it's so vitally important because, I went to the drugstore for a friend the other day. In the middle of the day, and there's 15 people in line. I mean, these people, they pay in a copay, and so they're like, oh, I only got to pay $5. So, and they're just standing there getting bags of drugs. And so we've got to help our seniors, and we've got to help our young people to lay a good foundation in their little young bodies so they will grow up strong and they won't be dependent on all of these external things. If they build their strong systems when they're young, they'll carry you right through. And I know that for a fact, because my mom did it for the 5 of us. And we didn't even eat fast food till we were in our 20s. So she was growing stuff out of the garden. And so I know that it makes a difference. And I haven't had any illnesses. I've never been in a hospital. I've never had any surgeries. I haven't been on drugs in 25 years, 30 years. So I know that what I'm saying to you works. I'm a living testimony to the fact, and my family is a living testimony to the fact that all of us from 55 to 72 are well and healthy. And so I strongly encourage you to share these products for our own empowerment as well as for our wealth, for our own empowerment, so that we can enjoy the quality of life that really God intended us all to have.
Next up, with no further ado, I would like to introduce Dr. Tanya Hunter. Are you out there? If so, step up to the call and let us know what the 10 products have done for you. Fantastic testimony coming up right now.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing fantastic, Tanya.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to get on, but I'm so glad that I came after Pastor Dale, because actually he said some things that I can actually verify to be absolutely true. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And I was, at that time, I was only 42 years old. And there was no breast cancer present in any of my family members. It's not a trait. And so I couldn't understand why I would have it. Long story short, And so from the breast cancer, as Pastor Dale was telling us tonight, he said that they give you medication for one thing. A part of the regimen for my breast cancer recovery, I refused to do chemotherapy. And so I said I would have to just trust God on this one. And I did. And but along with trusting God, there came a little challenge, some challenges there. And one of the challenges was they said the breast cancer that I had was estrogen receptive, meaning that basically they had to give me a medication to stop me from producing estrogen as a hormone so that it will stop me from producing tumors, which is what they said is the reason why I had breast cancer. Well, long story short, the breast cancer went from my breast to my lymph nodes to my hip. Then I was diagnosed with bone cancer. And in all the process of this, I'm still yet believing God. One of my dear friend, Pay Already, who lives in Mebane, North Carolina, where I used to live, she called me one day and she said, Tanya, you were on my mind. There's this new product. You got to get it, girl. And so she went on to explain to me about the product. And I said, you know, Patty, if you're in it, I know you checked it out. I'm going to do it. So I got the product. She didn't know that I was in pain. She didn't know that I just left the doctor's office. My vitamin D level was at number 13. The average American, the vitamin D level should be a 32. So my vitamin D was a 13. So they put me on what they call synthetic vitamin D, which is 50,000 IUs every week, and then 1,000 IUs for the every day in a pill. Well, I did as they said for the first 5 weeks. First 5 weeks, I went from a 13 to only a 17. Well, after I got on the spray, which has only been a month now, after getting on the spray, I've gone from a 17 and I'm almost normal. I'm at a 30. So I went from 17 to 30 on this natural spray that I spray every day. I think I'm on bottle number 3 because I spray a whole lot more than most because I was so deficient. Also, I started the Super 10. While I'm on this hormone blocker, it's called Effexor. They gave me Effexor, which is antidepressant, because once you get your hormones blocked, it causes you to be hormonal. Well, I started taking Super 10. Well, Pastor Dale, I got so excited. I'm just too nice to myself. I am that excited. I'm telling you, 10 product is a godsend. It has been a blessing to me and my family. I have very small children, and being that they saw their mother go through, no one believed or could understand how in the world she's going to overcome. I had surgery about 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago, I was, as you know, I was on this product, and I recovered so well. I went to the doctor on yesterday. I recovered so well. He asked me, my plastic surgeon asked me, what caused your skin? Because of the breast cancer, I had to have some reconstruction done. And he said, "What? Your skin is healing miraculously. It looks wonderful." And I said, "Well, let me tell you what's in my purse." So I pulled out my sprays and I shared it with him, and he actually got a couple bottles from me. And so he said he's going to try them. So I just wanted to testify today that this is an awesome product. I'm so excited about the founders and those that were a part of bringing this product to us. But I'm looking so forward to where this company is going. I'm sharing it with everyone I meet. I've lost weight. That was also a cause of those who've ever had cancer. Cancer loves fat. It loves sugar. I take Slim. I use all 4 of the products. Slim helps me with sugar craving, so I don't crave as much sugar. Super 10 keeps me happy. Vitamin B keeps me energetic, and D keeps my bones from aching. So I have a testimony for real. So I thank you guys for this opportunity, and I hope this testimony will help someone.
Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Samantha, I want you to go on and go ahead and give your testimony.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello, hi. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Hi,
cool.
Samantha.
Hi, how's everybody this morning?
We're doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. You know, most people would be like not good after the karaoke TTP we had last night that carried on.
No, we want to hear about this karaoke
I
TTP.
took my boost and I'm fine. I've been up since 6. So I took my boost. Oh, it was so fun. It was my sister just came into the business, and she's a karaoke disc jockey, and she also does shows. He's a promoter, show promoter too, because we're all entertainers. I'm actually an entertainer.
Wow.
As well. So, yeah, Don Joseph and the crew, they're going to come and see me at Thunder Valley Casino doing a Aretha Franklin tribute. So we all need those spray vitamins to keep going to it, especially after we wear those heels and we tired. Basically, we had a great time. Don came out and we had a full house with that TTP, and boy, after we had Teddy Pendergrass and guys singing, and one of the singers from the show, he looks like Teddy Pendergrass, everybody, and just like him, and he does the tributes to Teddy Pendergrass. So we had a great time. We had a great time, and people were excited about the vitamins, and I was able to tell them my story. And my story is that, first of all, I didn't know I was vitamin D deficient. I have twin sons who have autism, both of my sons.
Wow.
And so I deal with a lot, and I didn't know I was vitamin D deficient until 2011. My sons will be 13 Friday. So out of all the tests, everything I've had, no one told me that I was vitamin D deficient. So both my sons have autism. And I think that's probably, they're saying that might be the cause, because they told me I barely had any vitamin D in my body. And what they told me, what happened was I fell off the treadmill at the gym one day. And then all of a sudden I noticed I started getting really sick. My blood pressure spiked. I passed out at work. I'm in the medical field as well. So I passed out. And then all of a sudden I wound up with high blood pressure. I had weak bones, and I fell off the treadmill. They finally referred me to an orthopedic specialist who said, "Honey, you have barely any vitamin D in your whole body. You have a condition called starving bone syndrome. You don't even absorb vitamin D from the sun." I'm like, what? And then I realized something had to be wrong, because I bit into something like a chip, potato chip, something regular that we bite into, and one of my teeth broke.
Wow.
So that's how deficient I was, and it was terrible. All that hit me, and I'm at a young age like this, it's like, wow. So finally I sought out the help. They referred me to the rheumatologist. So basically, though, my blood pressure went up. Just to let you guys know, I was on 3 blood pressure meds. Not 1, not 2, 3. That's how high my blood pressure had gotten from the vitamin D. And I didn't know all this till later. I'm telling you, 2011 is when I found out. So you figure all this time I've had this problem, and that's the reason why I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And so by the time I saw the rheumatologist, I basically had crutches. I had a walker, and I had a cane. So here I am, and now I'm only 43 years old now. So you can imagine I'm going through all this at that time. So I went to the rheumatologist, and then I was diagnosed with a condition called ankylosing spondylitis, which is in the rheumatoid arthritis family, all due to this vitamin D. He said I had quadruple the number of inflammation that's supposed to be present in the body. My number was quadrupled, and I had already went through breast cancer and went through chemo and was a survivor of that. And then to be told now I have this, and they were worried about me getting cancer again because I had so much inflammation in my body. I'm telling you, I did a performance. I changed clothes 5 times. I had to go up and down stairs to a dressing room. By the time the show ended, I was on crutches. I swole up my knees swole up like there was 2 or 3 baseballs in them. My ankles and feet, I was at the airport going for a gig for Vegas. My feet looked like an elephant's feet. Apparently the condition affects the lower spine and attacks. I had all kind of nerve pain my legs start burning. They start going numb. Everything that could happen happened. Plus, I'm dealing with 2 children with autism. So then I was just a wreck. So by the time I saw the rheumatologist, I went on treatment. So now I'm on treatment, the same route as chemo. Now I'm there every 6 weeks instead of like every week or every 2 weeks. So then, long story short, my husband found out about 10 through a friend, and so he went to the meeting, and then he brought vitamin D home. And I had been on vitamin D pill supplements for 2 years. And now I know how pills work because I have a degree in pharmacy, too. So I know the absorption factor. And when I saw that D in the spray, I was like, ooh, give me some of that. You know, I was like, yes, let me try it because I take labs every month, and my D levels weren't going up fast enough. And I get my own labs, and I read my own as well. So I started taking the spray, the D spray. And now, mind you, I had already started taking Garcinia cambogia in pill form, which I don't like to take pills. They're too big. And Garcinia does work. Green coffee works. They all work. I've tried all of them on an individual basis with pills. They all work, but they're expensive to buy them all, separate. So I started taking the D, and it felt good. The very first time I took it, I felt really relaxed, and I wasn't, it really started. I said, this is really makes me feel good. We were like, wow. So the more and more I started to take it, within 2 weeks, he came to me and said, guess what they have in the spray? They have Garcinia cambogia. They have it in the spray. I said, you're kidding me. I want some of that. Give me some. So we've got some. After they met with Mel and Amy Gill, I guess my husband did. I didn't get to meet them, but he came, he had the Slim. So I started trying the Slim. And by the time I went back to my rheumatologist, I had lost 10 pounds. Wow. And he was like, what are you doing? He was jumping for joy. He didn't even go over the labs. He was so happy that I lost his 10 pounds because I had been on steroids as well. I'm off steroids now. So, and it was making me gain a lot of weight. And so, I went from all of that and being a prominent entertainer in Vegas for over 20 years. I'm like in a condition. So the more and more I took the D, my levels started to go up and I started to feel better. All of a sudden, the swelling that I had started dissipating. It was just, my feet were going down my ankles. I had regular feet and regular ankles again. And I was in tears. I was really in tears. It's very emotional for me because I'm a go-getter person. I'm on my feet. I'm a 16-time beauty queen winner. I wasn't used to being like that and looking like that. So, and I'm in the public eye all the time. So the vitamins have been, once they start doing that to me, I start taking the B. Then, too, I said, I want the B, too. So I took the B. I had more energy because I didn't have any energy. I was broke down. You hear me? And then I said, well, let me take the Super 10 because I need that. I need all of it. So I started taking everything. Within 6 weeks, I lost 35 pounds off of my body. And, my doctor was going crazy. He was like, keep taking those and give them to the kids. I brought him the brochures, and he was like, wow. And he even showed me a paper and said the alternative pediatricians are using this kind of stuff, even the glutathione. So if you're going to have that, get that too. Whenever you get it, get that one as well. And so, and then what happened miraculously, I forgot to take my blood pressure medicine one day, and I was like, wow, I forgot to take it. And I wasn't I have symptoms with my blood pressure, so I didn't feel anything. But by the time I went and took it, I dropped so low, I didn't realize I was already so low. And so what happened was my pressure was starting to go down with the D, and I didn't realize it. So I got off one of my blood pressure meds. They took me off one blood pressure med because since taking the D. So now I'm not on one blood pressure med. It's gone. So now I'm only on 2. I'm not on steroids anymore either. And I'm off of another one of my meds now. I forgot to tell Don that. I'm off of one more. and now they're getting ready to take me off of another one. That's the good news for the day. So I'm only going to be on one blood pressure med after being on 3. And these vitamins have helped me so much, and they have helped so many other people. I watched people dance last night who haven't even been moving, and they had energy. And I mean, these people are in their 60s, approaching 70s, and they've been dancing. They danced all night till 1 o'clock in the morning. Those people were dancing like that. They danced more than us. We were kids. But I felt good. 10 is amazing, and it has really, really changed my life. Really changed my life. And so I encourage everybody to take it. So it's amazing. And I thank God. I thank God for 10 every day.
Samantha, my goodness, girl.
I've lost a total of 45 pounds, just to let you know, so far on the slim. So I'm slimming down now. And I was showing my figure last night, my outfit, too. I testified with my figure last night for everybody.
So you got your sexy back, right, Samantha?
Oh, I'm still going now. But look, it's almost there.
My goodness, Donna, you didn't tell me that, Donna. You didn't even warn me. Samantha, that is incredible. That is what we're talking about with these life-changing stories that we're getting every day as a result of taking these vitamin sprays. It's the testimonies that's testifying that our products say I work. Now, Samantha, I'm listening to you. You said that you were 6-time beauty queen winner.
I was 16. 16 times.
16-time beauty queen winner. But because of your condition, and then you said you went through breast cancer, inflammation in the body, spinal disease, starving bone syndrome, all these different conditions that you suffered, and you were going through this with your feet swelling, your legs swelling, and aches and pains, and just living like that for I'm not even sure how long. You lived like that.
It was too long. I was just in agony. I had hired somebody to, I had a nanny to take care of my boys, and then, but still I have to, do something with, with my kids, and I was, it's been really hard, so I thank God for it.
Let me ask you, when you were in that condition, that living condition, did you ever think that you would be where you are now today, as far as your health condition?
No, I was so discouraged, and I was so depressed about it. I didn't know really what was going on with me, because no one could really tell me. And so, just by the grace of God, I saw the orthopedic. All they were giving me was pain meds. And I know that's not right. I worked in internal medicine, a nurse for 7 years, and then I assisted with surgeries. I mean, I know, and my degree in pharmaceuticals, so I'm like, I can't just keep taking pills. What's wrong? So I kept going to doctor to doctor. They didn't know what was wrong with me at first until I went to the rheumatologist. They should have sent me to a rheumatologist a long time ago, and I never did know my levels because nobody was really testing me for that. The orthopedic surgeon tested me for the vitamin D and told me I had starving bone syndrome. I mean, my tooth broke.
Wow. My goodness.
I was falling down. So now I'm up. I'll be 44 in May, and I could do hip hop abs now.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. But see, this is where we're trying to get that message out to the world. Diane Sawyer said with Dr. Oswald interview that over 100 million Americans are vitamin D deficient. If we don't get the message out, the importance of vitamin D in the body, then we would not have fulfilled our purpose, at least part of our purpose in life. I think it is our mission now that we know we have the results to get this out and to share, let everybody know the importance of vitamin D in the body. My goodness. And they have linked autism as a vitamin D as a result of vitamin D deficiency. We discovered that as we learn more and more about vitamin D. Bobby Hernandez.
Yeah. Good morning, Pastor Denise.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine. How are you? I was just listening to Vicky Soto. Very interesting. And Pastor Adele, I appreciate your information that you give. Oh, a special happy birthday for Veronica Yulbrick.
Today's her birthday?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Love you. Oh my goodness, happy birthday,
I let the bag, I got out of the bag.
Oh, that's something. This is the first time on the tail call, and today is her birthday. Isn't that something?
An honor. Thank you.
Well, happy birthday. So, Robert, I know you have so much to share about the vitamin sprays, and we finally got you on the call. So you're just excited about what's happening in 10.
Yeah, especially the vitamin D, the sunshine spray. I noticed a difference. I'm a diabetic, okay? I've had diabetes since my open heart surgery in 2000. So I can see the difference. I can feel the difference, put it that way. I have a little more energy in the morning than before I used to. And I'm having a good time with the sprays myself. And it's you have to be a walking proof before people can believe about the things that the spray does for you. I've experimented with a boost, and they're good, but I got to go back to D. That really helps me personally as a diabetic. So I'm excited about that, and I know that Veronica, I've told her of everything that's happened to me in my health. I'm 77 years old, and it looks like I'm getting my energy back. I can walk longer now and things like this. Very interesting. I'm very excited.
Wow, that is great, Rob. And it's good to feel good, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah. It does, and the thing is that people don't understand how this can happen, and yet a lot of people are uninformed about the spray system, the technology that's being brought out. It's too bad they couldn't come up with some spray, maybe Melt and Emmy can think of something for diabetics that are constantly on pills, like I am. Now, I just got to keep on going until I get a little bit more results, a little bit more testimonial, so I can share it with other people on this.
Well, you continue with it, because one of our business partners, Jesse Bowden, which is exactly what he was dealing with, and he was type 2 diabetic, and the vitamin D actually got him within normal range. So the vitamin D is helping it. And if you heard the testimony on Bishop Tenfield, who was also diabetic, and Pastor Del, do you remember what he said? What is the AC1 level was on Bishop
A1C level. A1C. Yeah, it started out at 11, and now it's down to 6.8.
Was it 6?
Wow.
No, that was Jesse's, but Bishop's was at 5. Bishop's was down to 5.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jesse. No, Bishop's is down. Bishop's is down below 6.
Is this Pastor Adele?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, congratulations! I love your spill on the information you give. Boy, you got to send me some of this information. It comes right off your tongue beautifully.
We'll send you everything we got. We get the email. We'll send it right out to you. We definitely believe in sharing. And one of the things, do you happen to know your vitamin D level?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, next time I go to my Kaiser doctor, I'm going to ask, hey, what is my level? No, because I feel a lot better,
Ask two things. One, ask him to take your vitamin D level at that appointment, but then also ask him to look back and see what your vitamin D level was. I'm sure that they've taken it. They just probably haven't told you what the results were, especially if you're 77.
Right, yeah. No, I feel like I'm back in my 60s again. That's good.
Wow.
Wow. Great. Now, where are you at? Where do you live at?
I live in sunny Southern California. I live in Ontario, California, and my upline is up there in Upland, up there in the mountains. Beautiful.
Oh, yes, okay. I'm very familiar with that. I grew up in L.A., so I'm very familiar with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're one of us in a way, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Veronica, and I hope I pronounced your right name correctly. Veronica Aldrich, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, Veronica, and how are you this morning?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on the call, and I'm just so loving it.
Well, it's great to have you here. It was a joy to meet you in Vegas. I tell you, you bright up a room. When you walk in, your eyes are bright. You look like you're ready to take over the world. So
yes, ma'am.
What is happening with you and Penn? Go ahead and share, and then I think you may have something else that you want to bring on to share with you.
Yes, I cannot speak enough about these products. I love them. They're amazing. And we have to give all the shout out and thanks to Mel and Amy and all the people that are behind it, people in the back, the scientists, the pharmacists, the chemists that put all these amazing ingredients together for us. We are changing the world one spray at a time, and I just cannot say enough. I love them all. I love them all. I want to introduce my why. It's my grandson. I give this to my grandson every day. I actually have to hide my sprays from him because he will get into them. And I also, get this, I give it to my dogs, and they love it. Wow. One of them, once she hears the cap come off, she runs into the bed. But then she comes out and she gets her squirt of vitamin D. Wow. And they love it. So it's not only good for two-legged people, it's good for the four-legged ones as well. But I want to introduce you to my grandson. He wants to say a word.
Oh, goodness.
About how he feels about the sprays. He is 5. He's going to be 6 tomorrow.
Wow.
This is Nathan Kakaria.
Wow.
Hi, Nathan. Oh, say hi, everybody.
Hi, Nathan. How are you? So I understand you're taking the vitamin D? Yeah. And what do you think about the vitamin D spray? I love it. You love it. That is so good. Is it making you feel great and strong? Yes, ma'am. Oh, that is so wonderful. So Grandma's doing a great job with you, isn't she? Yes, she is. Oh, well, thank you, Nathan. Thank you for sharing this with us today. Have a nice day, everybody. You too, Nathan.
He's a little bit shy, but he's on a roll most of the time. When you put him on the spot, he just gets that way.
You can see me. Okay, now can you hear me? Here, yes. Okay, thanks, Chris. Hey, Marcus, Kevin, John, Juan, Mr. T, Vicky, Otis, Charlena, Elizabeth, Pastor Denise. Wow, we got a good amount of people here today. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Woohoo, Nereda, Juan, the unit. Welcome, everybody. There's Terry, John PV. Welcome, my friend John PV. And LTD4, welcome everybody. Just running through the chat here. This is how you know it's a live broadcast here at 6:42 p.m. California time. It's a live broadcast. This is live video. It's an incredible live video feed. And I think Francine typed in there, if you're on Internet Explorer and you can't see the video, log out and go back in with Firefox or Google Chrome or Safari or any one of the other browsers, and you'll get a really great viewing experience. So how does the video look right now? Does it look pretty good? Here's Prime Love, Ron Bell. My friend Robert Hicken is here. Memo's there. Prime Love. Demetria. All right. Thanks, everybody. Yep, okay, the video looks good. Awesome. Well, that's great. Okay, let's jump right in and get started. First thing I want to do is let everybody know, if you don't already know, look at your calendar, look at the day today. It's a perfect day to do a live webinar broadcast on the compensation plan because it's Wednesday. And Wednesday at the company has always been our favorite day of the week. And it's soon to be, if not already, your favorite day of the week. And here's what happens on Wednesdays. Every single Wednesday we have a weekly pay. W-E-E-K, okay, weekly pay, and we pay every single Wednesday, and that's been a routine of ours since October of 2002, okay, so it's our favorite day because what happens is, even if you get a $150 check or a $300 check or a $75 check, whatever it is, those Wednesday checks add up very quickly every single week, and what that does, it allows you to possibly quit your job if you're not happy with your job. It allows you to possibly go out to better restaurants if that's your goal. It'll help you help your neighbor out more than you could have with just your job income if that's your goal. Saving up those Wednesday checks can also help you buy your dream car if that's your goal. It can also help you move in and get a bigger mortgage at your dream house if that's your goal. It can also put your kids through school or a premier university or college if that's your goal. It can help you donate and help out your favorite ministry, your favorite charity, your church, your temple. It can help you do things above and beyond what you're normally used to, and that's called Wednesday payday. So we save up those Wednesday checks and we make freedom happen. And that's why the name here, Passport to Freedom, on the screen, because that's really what it's all about. It's a better option in this world for everybody, you know, and it gives people that are struggling with the economy or struggling with their situation a better way. And that's exactly what Wednesdays are all about. And so it's my favorite day of the week, and today's Wednesday, and guess what happened today? Not just everybody in the United States, but everybody in every single country that we are open in got paid. It's all the same, all around the world. It's a seamless pay that happens every single Wednesday. What I'm going to do real quick, there's Micah Curso, Richard Finney, Vicky Soto, Memo, Chris Sanella, Kevin Vaughn. I was just reading the chat box on who's there. I'm going to minimize the chat out, and then we're going to bring it back. Okay? And we'll bring it back here in just a little bit. But that's because I want you guys to all pay attention really to the slides that are going on. And again, if you can't see the slides or you can't see the video, you need to log out and come back in, not using Internet Explorer. Use Google Chrome, use Safari, use Firefox, use anything else, and you'll get a really good view of the video presentation, the live video feed that's happening right now around the world, as well as the PowerPoint slides. And so congratulations to everybody who got paid today, Wednesday, in the United States and around the world. I know that some people have totally changed their lives just from the Wednesday. And before we get into this, I'm going to share with you a couple of key aspects. Write this down, because these are important factors for you to understand. Number one, you don't have to explain the compensation plan the way I'm about to share it with you to a brand new guest or a brand new prospect or a brand new person listening in. This is not a presentation. Okay, it's not a presentation, and it's not something that you want to share with somebody looking at the business, because it'll go way over their head. It'll blow them out of the water, and they don't understand any of it. Here's what people need to know when they're first looking at the business. They don't need to know how the compensation plan works. They just need to know that it does work. Okay, and the way that they need to know that it does work is the testimonials. So if you just got your first check for $150 or $450, you are a testimonial. Okay, if you've got a few weeks worth of checks and now it's in the thousands, you are a testimonial. And that's it. As long as we can point all around at different people with different backgrounds that have different success and are raising up and rising up through the comp plan, that's what you want to share. So remember this, you don't have to share how the comp plan works, you just have to share that it does work. And the way you do that is with testimonials. So what I'm about to share with you is a training, and it's just for your internal education on the compensation plan. So when you look at that check coming in on Wednesday, you kind of know how it got put together, how that check is there. And so make sure you understand that everything you're learning tonight, if you try and go out there and present this at a presentation, you're going to lose everybody. It's going to be like boom, 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 rocket scientist. And I can go back to when I first sat down at a network marketing presentation back in November of 1989. Yes, this year is going to be 24 years full time. And I can look back then and remember that when they showed the comp plan, I didn't understand any of it. All I remember was when they called it the testimonials and they had like 20 or 30 of them, I was blown away. I was like, wow, wow, wow. But when they started to draw out the comp plan, I didn't say wow. I didn't understand any of it. It didn't matter to me. And that's the prospect. That's what they're seeing. So this is just for you. So make sure you understand that. It's very, very helpful as you go out and build your business. Write this down also. Keep it simple and duplicatable. Okay, I've built some of the largest network marketing organizations in the entire world. Okay, and here's a little secret on how I did that. I kept everything simple and duplicatable. That's it. Kept everything simple and duplicatable, because then if the new person says, I think I can do this, you're going to win. If they say, I think I can do this, you're going to win. So keep everything simple, everything duplicatable. Here's what you need to know about this compensation plan as we get started, okay? This is the power of our compensation plan. You only need 2. You only need 2. And I'm going to go deeper into that, okay? But here's what I do want you to understand. There's other binaries out there. Binary compensation plan are built on the premise of building 2 teams. And they might say you need 2, but you need 2 except the strongest part of our compensation plan is we have something where you are lifetime qualified when you sponsor your 2 and they are active. Okay? So we don't have, you only need 2, but, there's no buts here. You only need 2 except, there's no excepts here. It's you only need 2. It's a true, it's the most phenomenal compensation plan because it's a true binary compensation plan that's equal for everybody. I can tell you this right now, with the sister company of 10, there's people that earn multi-millions per year, okay? Here's what they do. They've only sponsored 2, okay, good people that are full-time in building a business, and they didn't have to do this much volume or sponsor this many people at that level to go up the next level, to go up the next level, to go up the next level. All they did is the same thing that the gentleman or lady that got started yesterday did, and that is sponsored 2. If that's not waking you up, you really need to understand that because other compensation plans do not work that way. Meaning that the big earners here and the brand new part-timers here have the exact same qualification. They've only done the exact same thing, no different. As you rise the ranks, you don't do anything different. That's phenomenal there. It's called lifetime qualified. We're truly lifetime qualified when you sponsor 2. And so I really want you to focus on that because the other companies that are binaries and this and that, you'll have the gotchas, you'll have the but, you'll have the except, or you get to Ruby, and in order to get to Pearl, you have to do something else. In order to get to Emerald, you have to do something else. And you leave money on the table, and you don't tap into it, and it just rolls up to the company. That doesn't happen here, okay? This compensation plan was created by representatives, by distributors, for distributors, okay? My wife and I, our background is being distributors for 24 years, and when we created the comp plan, we said, what would help our team win? If we were in the field, how could we build the fastest, largest organization for the part-timer to win, the full-timer to win, and the person that wants to earn baseball player income, they can do that too. So those are the highlights and the strength of our compensation plan. And I'll share with you some more other unique parts of it as we go along. But I just want you to understand those key points right there because it's very important for you to understand that this is just not another network marketing company. It's not another binary compensation plan. It's so unique because it's the best chance for the average person in network marketing, in my opinion. Because here's the best part of what I'm talking about. None of it is Mel's idea or Mel's theory or Mel's just talking about it. Here's what we've done. We just celebrated our 11th birthday. So for 11 years, I can tell you this, okay? There's a bunch of people with this comp plan I'm about to show you because we use the same basis of the comp plan with the sister company for 11 years, okay? We've just added some more juice and some more bonuses here with 10, which are very unique to 10. But the base of the comp plan that pays out, I'll tell you this, that we have a ton of people, a lot of people that earn $20,000 a year right now, okay, with the company. There's a bunch of people that earn $50,000 a year, okay? Now, we're talking about giving people extra income and giving people some freedom in their life and some choices in their life. There's a bunch of people that earn $100,000 a year. There's a lot of people that earn $300,000 a year. There's a lot of people that earn $500,000 a year. There's lots of people that earn millions of dollars, $1 million a year and multi-million dollars a year already over the last 11 years, okay? So here's what we do now. That's been going around the world, and everybody loves the comp plan because around the world they say, man, lifetime qualified, the company pays you, does not flush volume. Those are all the key points. Does not flush volume. As long as you're active, just stay on the product. You know, enjoy the product, get results, get testimonials on the product. Okay, and it's easy on these products. We've got beautiful products, incredible products. Stay on the products, right? And sponsor 2 people that do the exact same thing. And so when I say you only need 2, you only need 2. Now, if you've already found one person that's going from part-time to full-time very quickly, then you only need one other person that goes full-time. If you've got 2 full-timers, one on the left, one on the right, there you go. You're going to be having a good time. Let me tell you that. Okay, I'm going to move around through the slides here so you guys can understand some of this. Okay, the company, just so you know, backing the compensation plan, the software has been pushed on this every which direction for the last 11 years. I'm talking everything. We've had slow growth, big growth, fast growth, slow, you know, every single way. People pushing it to the limits and maxing out the cycles. People doing like very little, and we bent it, broke it, twisted it, done whatever we could do over the last 11 years, and guess what it does? It pays. Every single Wednesday. It changes lives. Every single Wednesday. Nobody can dispute that. That's the biggest strength of our company is Wednesday payday. Today. Okay? And it's happened every single Wednesday for the last 11 years. It just happens. It's like brushing your teeth. It's a routine, right? And so it's because we have this software system and this team of experts that have built up this compensation structure to truly, okay? I don't have to be biased about this. You get out your pen, your pencil, you get out a piece of paper, and you do the math. It's the highest payout in the industry, no question about it. And it pays out the most, and we don't have any of the gotchas and the hoops and the barriers that all other compensation plans have. And it's because it's not built for the company to get all this success. It's built for the distributors to get all the success. Okay, because I'll tell you what, it wasn't started by a board of directors, a group of investors, a good idea to make millions. It was started by distributors for distributors, and that's the best part that you need to know about this and why it works and why it works so well. Back in 2002, people said it would never work that way, but here we are, 2013 going into 2014. It works great, and we get to use that comp plan engine to push the newest, soon-to-be trillion-dollar industry of health, wellness, and nutrition. Okay, so that a little bit of company, so you know that you've got the security in the comp plan. And for brand new guests listening in, I know that it's not a presentation, it's a training, and if it goes over your head, doesn't matter. As long as you get a good vibe, that guess what? We're taking this company from small to big very quickly, and we're going to change people's lives and go from part-time to full-time to big-time very quickly, and you want to be a part of this wave over the next 24 to 36 months and position yourself, okay? Because I'll tell you what, we start with a handful of people with the sister company, a handful of people, and it grew to more people, and grew to more people, and grew to more people, and hundreds turned into thousands, thousands turns into hundreds of thousands, and I think there's just around 350,000 plus distributors around the world. But it all starts with, the beginning, and that's where you are with this new division of Team Effort International 10 and the opportunity. We've got the world's first, look at that slide, it's the world's first and only dual core double binary. Very cool. Dual core double binary, okay? And my friend says it's a mouthful, but he also says it's a pocketful, because it is. And the dual core double binary, I'll explain what dual core means here halfway through the training. But the dual core is very unique to our company. Nobody's ever done it before. We've got the first version of it, and it's phenomenal. Okay, there's 10 ways to get paid in our compensation plan. Why are they 10 ways? Because the name of the company is 10. Of course there's 10 ways. It's all about branding. I mean, everything we do. If you look at our new video, winwith10.com, phenomenal. And so 10 ways to get paid. And these are the 10 ways listed here. Okay, you'll see the bottom two, those of you that have been with us for a few weeks or a couple of months or whatever, we've renamed a couple of the bonuses, the DLCQ at the bottom and the Road to 10-Star Executive Club at the bottom there on the 10 ways to get paid. So I'm going to fly through these 10 ways, and if you're taking notes or you're paying attention here, you'll really get a big picture in just a moment as we go through these. But I'm going to go through them very, very quickly. Okay, the first way is real simple. The product wholesale costs between $12 and $20 wholesale. $12, $15, $20 maximum as a wholesale product, okay? You get to retail it. Say your neighbor wants D3, which is phenomenal, and they need D3, and they're tired of taking those D pills, and they can't swallow those pills anymore, and it doesn't taste good, or their kids are on the sugary, chewable version of D3. Well, you've got something that's better for them, less expensive, more absorption, better quality that they can use with convenience, okay? And you can get it to them at retail from $25 to $35 for a month supply. That's a suggested retail on our products. Or you can get them the B Boost. Or you can get them the Super 10. Or our hottest flagship, Slim by 10, okay? You make it up to 40% profit, meaning that you purchase at $12 to $15 to $20, depending on which product it is. Roughly, these four products I think are about between $12 and $15 wholesale, and you get to retail them between $25 and $35. Simple concept. So if your buddy at work needs like 4 D3s for him and his family or whatever. You purchase wholesale, you can sell it for a retail profit. That's the first way to get paid. Thank you for helping putting together these slides, by the way, Mr. Robert Hicken. Appreciate that. Unlimited fast start bonuses, real simple. We have a couple of packages for you to get started. For the example of the slides, I'm going to share with you the diamond package because it's the package that gives you the most amount of product that you need to retail, and it also has the most amount of bonuses attached to it. And it's the best way to get started because it gives you enough inventory for you to use the product, your spouse to use the product, your kids to use the product, and for you to share the product with your friends, families, neighbors, co-workers, and everybody. So every time somebody gets started on one of those diamond packages, okay, you earn a $50 retail fast start bonus. Now the fast start bonus, if you share this with 3 people, you're going to get 50, 50, 50. If you share this with 5 people this week, you get 50 times 5. You get $250. If you share it with 10 people, it's unlimited. You can share this with as many people as you like, and it'll never go away. You'll keep earning that $50 just by sharing the package. They get on the products, and that's on the diamond package, okay? If you don't know what the diamond package is yet, just go to the enrollment page and you'll see the diamond package. The next bonus is Team Builder bonus. Anytime anybody that you shared the package with, let's say you sponsored, remember we said 2 people, and they got on the diamond package, as they start to share the products with individuals and sponsor other individuals with products, every time another diamond package moves, okay, or any package for that matter, you'll pick up $25 as long as you're a team builder. Now, what does it mean to get team builder, okay? When you first join, the first 2 ways to get paid, you are getting paid on personal efforts, okay? And you can't create wealth by getting paid on personal effort. J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire in the United States, said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my efforts, okay? And he was the first billionaire, so he knew what he was talking about. And what he means by that is you want to get paid on a team effort. Thus the name of the company, the group's efforts, right? And so when you get paid on a team effort, you've opened the door to create wealth. Why I like the team builder position, you simply have to get started on the products, sponsor 2 individuals on product, one on your left side of the team and one on the right side of the team, and you become a team builder. This opens the door to wealth. It opens the door to wealth because now it allows you to get paid on a group effort rather than an individual effort. See, the first 2 ways to get paid, whether it's retailing the products or just sharing the packages, that's only a personal effort. When you become a team builder by sponsoring 2, now you're going to get paid on a team effort, which is the mechanics of wealth, which opens the door to wealth. Now, what happens is when you sponsor your 2, in this scenario, if you look at the slide, you sponsor Ben and Mary. When Ben goes out there and shares this with Joe, you pick up $25. When Joe shares this with Peter, you pick up another $25. It keeps on going as deep as you want. Very powerful, as deep as you want, as long as you're a team builder. But what happens is, the next person that becomes team building your organization, they start to pick up the bonuses underneath them, okay? So in this example, if you look at the slide, once Ben becomes team builder, then all the team underneath him, the new people coming in, he'll pick up the bonuses. But until he's team builder, guess who gets the bonuses? You do. So what you want to do is you want to encourage your teammates, okay, the first thing you want to do, so you don't lose any team builder bonuses, sponsor 2. Then you won't lose any team builder bonuses. Otherwise, the bonuses go upline to the next team builder. Okay? Executive bonus. Now, once you share this with 2 individuals, here's what you can teach them to do. And here's how I know you can teach them to do this, because you just did it. Teach them to sponsor 2. Simple. Okay? So if you teach Ben to sponsor 2, he's going to say, well, how do I sponsor 2? Well, you share with him how you did it. You sponsored Mary and Ben, right? So you know how to do it. So once you teach 2 to reach 2, you become an executive. You go rank advance from team builder to executive. When you become executive, we pay you a one-time $100 bonus. Okay? So they say, congratulations, Mary. You became an executive. You moved from team builder to executive. Now we're going to give you a $100 bonus. This is because you've taught your team how to become team builders. You've taught them how to open the door to wealth by becoming a team builder. So when you teach 2 people to become a team builder, you become an executive. Now, you earn a $100 bonus. Now, in addition to that, right now, until November 20th, look at the configuration. Teach 2 to reach 2. We're also going to give you an iPad mini in addition to the bonuses, okay? How powerful is that? We had a bunch of people at 10 University this last weekend on stage from the founders of the company, from the corporate team, were receiving their iPad mini. You'll see all the pictures. They're coming out. We have a photo gallery coming out. It was fantastic to reward everybody during pre-launch, only during pre-launch, to get an extra bonus in addition to the executive bonus. So you get the executive bonus, but you also get the iPad mini bonus if you can do it between now and November 20th. Okay, the next bonus is as your team starts to duplicate. Remember I said keep everything simple and duplicatable. Don't complicate anything. As they start to duplicate and they share their team to do sponsor 2, sponsor 2, sponsor 2, okay? Well, as that starts to happen, every time the computer, the software, okay, it calculates it daily and it closes it a weekly, okay, Wednesday at midnight. So tonight at midnight closes the weekly cycle. And so what it does, it calculates how many times 2 and 4 it came into your team, okay? And so in binaries, it's known as a long leg and a short leg and so on and so on. So as long as you see 2 new packages and 4 new packages in your team, it'll kick out a $100 bonus, okay? Now, what if it's 5 and 3? Well, guess what? It carries over. It does not flush, okay? It's a full banking, volume banking bonus here. And so it's really cool. The binary, it carries it over. So guess what? You'll get paid on the 4 and 2, but since you had a little bit extra, you had 5 and 3, that'll start for your next week. So you'll already start with an extra product sale on each side for the next week. So then it becomes easier to get your 2 and 4 because it always carries forward. It always carries forward. You don't lose the sale. As long as you're active and you keep your 2 people active, you'll never lose the banking of volume. You'll always bank volume. So just stay on the product, get results, get customers, share the product, and teach your 2 people to do the same thing. So if everybody's got customers and everybody's using the product, everybody's active, and the volume fully banks for a lifetime. For a lifetime. I mean, you can talk to some people with our sister company. They've been involved 6, 7, 8 years. They've got millions of dollars in banked volume because it banks forever. They're never going to lose it. It's amazing, okay? And so this cycle continues to happen, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4, up to 33 times per day, okay, which is $5,000 a day or $35,000 a week. And I'm happy to say that we've had many people that have maxed it out at that level, and it's a fun thing to do. And this is how the compensation plan is programmed, that's the most that it can do on a weekly basis is 33 cycles per day. And it happens. I mean, there's some people right now, last week they cycled, 24 times or 12 times or 16 or 19 times or 31 times. I mean, that's just how it happens when you have teamwork because it's not your efforts. Remember that, okay? I mean, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to say it's easy because you got to work really hard to find 2 good people that want to go full time. But you help them earn a part-time income and you can raise them up to full time. But I can tell you this, is that I don't know a simpler way in the United States of America, okay, to earn substantial income. And I'm talking about big income, big enough to quit your job, big enough to earn what you have to earn at a franchise that you put in hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a Subway sandwich franchise or a 7-Eleven franchise or a McDonald's franchise or your own business or your own restaurant. You don't have to do any of that here, and you can earn much more than that. And it's because it's not just your effort, it's the team's effort. But if you keep it simple, you come to all the trainings, you focus your team on keeping it simple, and you help people raise up their part-time income to full-time income, you only need 2 full-timers. And I'm telling you, I've seen it over and over again. I just came back from Dubai, India, and the Philippines in the last 90 days. Life-changing how individuals that were earning $800 a month at their job are making now $8,000 a month at this company, okay? And there are people that were earning, $50,000 a year at their successful corporate jobs that are now earning $350,000 a year, and they're, haven't been in that long. It's just amazing, okay? And it all happens because this weekly team cycle bonus, it's the team's effort as it's duplicating. And remember, as it grows, you can't control it, okay? Once people start to really run with the ball, it's something which it starts to create this automatic residual passive income effect. Yes, I'm human, and I'm going to take a little water sip here. And it's a live video broadcast. Okay, the check matching bonus. For every cycle that we pay $100, we actually match it with a check up to 50% of that. So you actually, instead of $100 a cycle, which is what mathematically is correct in this type of binary, okay, with binary compensation plans at this volume amount, it's supposed to only pay $100 a cycle, okay, but we've pushed the limit. That's why this is the highest paying comp plan in the industry, period. Anybody can dispute that. In fact, what I'm going to do probably next month is put out a bounty out there. And I'll figure out a dollar amount, maybe it'll be $10,000 for anybody to even come close to showing me a compensation plan that is this generous. It's just not out there. Because they can't be. They have too much overhead, they have to pay back their investors, they have their board of directors, they have all this junk, and all these corporate this and corporate guys and all that. We don't have any of that, okay? We keep it really distributor focused, because that's really where the money should be, because you can't build any network without leadership, without distributors. That's the best part of any company, and I recognize that because I've been a top 1% earner as a distributor, and my team has been one of the largest teams in the network marketing industry, so I know where the money should be, and it shouldn't be in the big buildings and the fancy titles of all the corporate executives. It should be right here, and that's where this extra 50% bonus is. Okay, it's up to 50%. It's a check matching bonus, and it's phenomenal. And that's how we get the income up there very quickly and very large with this type of compensation plan. Other companies, they can't afford to pay that extra 50% bonus on every cycle. Okay, so if you look at what we've been through so far, teaching two to reach two, creating your very first cycle, okay, and all the bonuses that you earn in between, the team builder bonuses, those $25 ones that added up, your executive bonus and everything else, okay, usually, most people, I'd say 95% of individuals, that once they get their first cycle, okay, remember you're going to cycle, hundreds of times. You're going to cycle, 15 times a day, 20 times a day, but your first cycle, okay, which starts it all, you're going to earn a $450 check. And so most people, when they get that first cycle and that first check of $450, I love it because it gets people's attention. So now their spouse says, that's pretty good. Let's go out to dinner, right? Or their neighbor says, really? That thing's working? Those sprays are working. You got a $450 check. That's what's exciting on the front end, because I know that what gets people attention, what motivates individuals, is a check. Once you get that check in the mail, it's amazing what it can do. And so we've put it very strong. So rather than your first cycle being $100, $150, with all the bonuses attached, it's $450, and that's just where it starts. Okay, that's getting everybody's attention. Okay, what I'm going to do is, before we get into the monthly binary, what I'm going to do is, hold on, I'm getting situated, guys. We're going to take a small video break, and I'll open up the chat box here for a minute, but I want you guys to kind of see what's been happening around the world. You're going to see, an event we did, giant checks on stage, pretty phenomenal. But if you can see that, what we do overseas with this compensation plan, and now we're about to do it in the United States, it's going to be quite exciting. And I'll tell you what, we just had a training, 10 University, and lots of recognition, and people earning part-time incomes that are going to soon turn into very, very big-time income. It's going to be phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm playing around with these buttons here trying to find this because I want to show it to you, is I'm going to show you just a quick video while we do a 2-minute break here while I get some more water here, and I'm gonna open up the chat box so we can say hello to a few more people. So this is the first part of the comp plan we just shared with you. The first part was, okay, the whole front end. But remember the name of the comp plan? Dual core. So now we got a second back end, which is going to blow your socks off because it creates residual income. Residual income is the best form of income, okay? It's unbelievable. Remember this, to get rich, R-I-C-H, that's residual income. That's the acronym. Residual income is rich. Residual income creates happiness. I love that because it truly does create happiness, okay? When you can have that passive income, when you work really hard and you enjoy the fruits of your labor, months later, years later, decades later, and that's really what it's all about. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started again, but I'm going to check back with you in a few minutes to make sure that we're all hearing each other clearly. Okay, so let's talk about the second half of the compensation plan. I know I'm acting like a teacher. People aren't used to me being like this. They're like, well, you sound so methodical, because it's very important. I want you to really understand the magnitude of this compensation plan. So I'm going through it slowly and step by step. Again, this is not a presentation, but I want you guys to understand the vision of everything here. Okay, we're in pre-launch. This is the beginning. Just like we pre-launched the sister division that's had huge success around the world, we're pre-launching this division right now. The official launch is coming up in Las Vegas, and it's going to be phenomenal, okay? And this is history in the making right now. We've got something that does not have any competition, okay? We're leading right now with this product here that most companies are not. Most companies are not. And so it's really cool because we have something that's phenomenal that drives this compensation plan. Now, the second half of this compensation plan, you'll really understand the power of this product and what it's going to do to boost your income through this compensation plan. Because what's going to happen is, right now, very few people know about Slim by 10. Very few people know about the D power, right? The power of these products, the convenience of these products, the uniqueness of these products, you know, how they taste and everything else. So guess what's going to happen? There's companies right now. There's a company down the street called Shaklee Vitamins. You might have heard of them. Super successful, great company. They sell these vitamin pills, and they're been around a long time. So they do over 500 million a year. They're like really huge and awesome, right? Okay, we have just a different product, a different delivery system. Okay, it's a whole different concept and idea that I think the world is ready for in 2013 and going into 2014. And what we're talking about here is a $600 billion health, wellness, nutrition industry, which is something cool, something that people want to talk about, that they want to take, that's convenient, that's fun. And if you can penetrate a $1 trillion industry with that, as a business person, you've got a huge opportunity in front of you. And that's where this comp plan fits in. And so the second half of this comp plan, you'll really see what the product is going to do for it, more than any other product I can think of. More than a juice bottle. There's great juice bottles out there. More than a shake. There's great shakes out there. I'm telling you right now, with these 4 products, can drive this compensation plan better than any other product that I can think of out there. And that's really why we wanted to bring it out on our 10-year anniversary and name the company 10 and bring out something so cool and so awesome and so results oriented. So let's fly through this. The way that you want to understand the monthly binary compensation plan, you don't need to understand it. Here's what I mean by that. Is imagine this. This is the compensation plan that I just explained, the weekly binary, okay? Right behind it, mirrored, is a copy of that binary, okay? Just right behind it, okay? And now what that is the dual core side of it. Now here's a question I have to ask you, okay? There's 2 binaries running at the same time, and you're going to get paid on 2 different binary compensation plans. That's how powerful this is. But do you have to sponsor 2 new people and get qualified for the second binary? The answer is no. Do you have to do anything different than what you're doing with the first binary? The answer is no. Do you have to think about it and figure it out? The answer is no. All you have to do is build the first binary, and you'll automatically get paid on the second binary. The second binary is based upon the monthly consumption of the products. So when people run out of the D3, okay, great product, when this gets empty, and they've got results, and you've got results, it has to be reordered. And that's called consumable product residual income for individuals that promote this in a network. Okay, so what happens is, now, is if you imagine this, that second binary, everyone's consuming the product, is paying you automatically whether you like it or not. You don't have to qualify for it, you don't have to think about it, it's just in your back office paying you. But here's how the mathematics of it works. On the basic package, you get 1 point. When you order 4 of these tubes, you get 1 point. When you order our 10-pack, where you get 2 free tubes, okay, that's a 10-pack, that is 10 of these tubes, and you get 2 points. Okay, now how many points do you need to create a $25 cycle? You need 6 points on one side and 3 points on the other. So in this diagram, it's not 3 people or 6 people. If you look at it in the diagram, it's only 3 people and 2 people. Why is that? Because sorry, I had to click on something. It needed more time. I'm going overtime. Sorry. But what I was going to say is that if you look at the diagram, it's only 5 individuals, but it equals the 9 points because some of them are 2 points, some of them are 1 point. Remember, it's a 2-point package or the 1-point package. So as soon as there's 2-point orders or 1-point orders and it adds up to 6 and 3, you'll create a $25 cycle. Okay, if you go through this next slide and read it quickly, all you need to understand is you get $25 for every 3 and 6 points, and it goes all the way up to $150,000 a month. Okay, that's where it maxes out. Okay, pay close attention to this. And again, all this stuff that I'm sharing with you is for your knowledge, not for your prospects' knowledge. This is just what you see in your back office and you know how you're getting paid. Imagine this. Someday, somehow, okay, you have 100 cycles on in your team, okay? And this is basically 300 points. 300 points on your short side of the 2, okay? And if everybody's on a 2-point order, that's about 150 people. So if you can imagine 150 in your short leg, so 150 people in your group, you're going to earn $30,000 a year. Now let me tell you what, the average American income in the United States is about $31,000 a year. So you're earning what most people earn at their jobs when you just have 150 people on your team, on your short leg, with a 2-point order. Okay? It doesn't get any simpler than that. Now, do you have to try and create that? No. You just build your weekly binary and it creates itself. But someday, somehow, when it hits 150 people on a 2-point order, okay, it's a $30,000 a year income to you. That's phenomenal. Now, if you teach each of those 150 people to just get 1 customer, if you do the points, you only need 75 people on your team to earn $30,000 a year. This is what I meant by the highest paying comp. I don't know any company out there that says, okay, 75 people on your team and $30,000 a year. Okay, it's not out there. Now, if you look down the slide here, and if you imagine someday, somehow, 1,000 cycles, okay, which is about 3,000 points on your short leg, okay, and 3,000 points equals about 1,500 people in your group. 1,500 people in your group on a 2-point order, okay? Not building this today and tomorrow, but next month. Let's say it takes you 6 months or 7 months or 8 months to create, 1,500 people on the team. 2 who get 2, who get 2, who get 2. It goes very quickly. Guess what's going to happen? $300,000 a year. This is in addition to the entire comp plan that I showed you earlier, okay, the $35,000 a week. This is in addition to that. $300,000 a year. Now I can tell you this, in most of the premier neighborhoods, this is what, the highest income level people earn. The brain surgeons, the big attorneys, the big accountants. I mean, that's big money. You're at the peak of your community at $300,000 a year, I can tell you that. And what did you have to do? Put together a team of 1,500 people on a 2-point auto ship. Now, what if they each had a customer, 1 customer, okay? Now you only need 750 people. 750 people in your team, and you're earning $300,000 a year. This is why this is mind-boggling, okay? I won't go any further than this, but if you do the math and you do the numbers tonight, you won't be able to sleep. Just multiply 2 points and calculate those $25 cycles. This maxes out at $150,000 a month or $1.8 million a year. So if you're interested in that, that's in addition to your weekly income, which is another $1.8 million. So you're talking about $4 million on your position there, which is a very healthy income. Let me tell you that. It's a pretty unbelievable. That's the baseball player income right there. Okay. I know this is a long broadcast, but I'll tell you what, you won't be able to forget this broadcast. You'll say that, you know, Mel just methodically went through it like a teacher, and this is a class, and this is great. The 9th way to get paid out of our 10 ways to get paid is to be part of the LCQ. Now, those of you that got an email, and there'll be more emails going out, you saw some pictures of a beautiful red Mercedes of my friend Precy and a beautiful blue BMW 750 of my friend Memo. These are LCQ bonuses, okay? This is the premier car bonus. And really simply, all you need is 50 points on your short leg, okay? Or 25 people on a 2-point auto ship, or 12 people if they've got a customer each. It's simple as that. It's the easiest car program in the entire industry, and it's already happening. I think we have 7 or 8 qualifiers. 2 of them have already picked up their cars. We had another new qualifier here this last week, so it's just growing. We opened up, outside of the United States, we just opened up the country of Dubai. They had 4 qualifiers their first month. So they're just like pumping this bonus really, really strong. You'll see some more company emails and pictures on some of those individuals. We've renamed the next bonus, and that's also part of number 9 because it's part of the Lifestyle Club, is the DCQ, the DLCQ, the Lifestyle Club with a diamond in front of it, okay? This is the Elite Car Bonus Program with up to $1,200 a month. It also includes a dream trip, and all you need is 100 points. And that could be 50 people on a 2-point auto ship, or 25 people if everybody has a customer each, or even less than that if you teach everybody to have 2 or 3 customers. Our 10th way to get paid finally, and then I want to make some special announcements, is our road to 10-star, okay? When you're a 1-star, you're at $2,000 a week. A 2-star, you're at $5,000 a week. A 5-star is when you're earning $10,000 every week, and that's how many cycles you need on the right-hand side there. And 10-star, this is the road to 10-star, it's a $25,000 per week income that you're earning at those levels. Now, I'm going to make some announcements that we made for the 2-star level and the 5-star level in just a moment, but I can tell you this, on the 10-star level, which we've given out, you saw the video there. We had 2 10-stars on that video that I just showed you earlier, and what we did is we didn't pay those people their $25,000 for the week. Actually, we paid them $50,000 instead, okay, because we give you a double bonus. When you get to $25,000 a week, you get a double bonus, and you earn $50,000 that week instead of $25,000. So it's a phenomenal, phenomenal bonus. And so I'll wrap up with a couple of announcements here, but understand that, you know, our 10 stars around the world with our sister company, it didn't happen their first year, you know. I mean, well, I think there's 1 or 2 that maybe, but for the most part, it takes a couple of years to build up to that type of income. But that's a reality, and it's exciting because we pay those double bonuses at that level. This is just a slide of some of the packages to choose from that we just talked about. And you'll see where there's 1 point on the auto ships, and then there's 2 points on the diamond package auto ship that we just talked about. All right, Las Vegas, one of the announcements. That is our launch. So we have about 90 days to build up this comp plan with everybody from pre-launch to launch, and to get people to go quickly from part-time to full-time incomes. So book it right now, February 8th. It's at the Palms Hotel. Here's what drives the comp plan. This slide is very cool. This is what you need in a network marketing company as far as products go. You need something unique, which is not a me too. You need something convenient, where everybody can use it and have it right at their, you know, in their pocket, real easy and everything else. Fun and cool. It's an entirely new delivery system. We can go on and on. I'll let the doctors do that on all the absorbability and all the uniqueness and the absorbability and everything else with our product. Conversational, so fun to talk about because people say, okay, you know, I can see the potential of this. I can see why it's more effective for me as a product, and it tastes great and everything else. So winwithden.com, it's real easy, okay, to do the presentation now. We've got all kinds of cool PowerPoints coming out and stuff like that, but we've got this sizzle movie. It just opens up the conversation. When you have meetings at your home or at your office or at events, you want to play the winwith10.com sizzle movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, go to winwith10.com. We also have the movie in Spanish. So for anybody who's Spanish speaking, who's a prospect of yours or a guest of yours, or if you're Spanish speaking, you want to see the movie in Spanish, it's winwith10.com/Spanish. We also have a new sizzle call number. All you have to do to push this compensation plan is get people to show them the product, show them the movie, get them on the sizzle call. And introduce them to your teammates. iPad mini is going on till the 20th. Congratulations to everybody that received an iPad mini over the weekend. It was phenomenal. You'll see all the pictures coming out on that. $1,000 bonus. All you have to do is teach 2 people to get an iPad mini. And how do you get an iPad mini? Teach 2 to reach 2. Teach 2 to sponsor 2 on a product package, you get an iPad mini. You teach 2 people to get an iPad mini, you will get your iPad mini and $1,000 over and above the compensation plan. Okay, this was the one of the announcements. Okay, the 2-star position now. The 2-star trip is to Cancun in Mexico at the JW Marriott. Okay, and so you want to set your goals to be a part of the 2-star trip. So get the position of 2-star, and not only you've got the income level, but you're also going to get a special training and a special leadership incentive trip at the Cancun JW Marriott. 5-star. Hit the level of 5-star. We're going to go to the Grand Wailea and Maui. This resort is unbelievable. We were just there a few weeks ago for our anniversary, and I'll tell you what, it's someplace special, and we want to take all the 5-stars there to the 5-star Grand Wailea trip. It's going to be phenomenal. Those are some of the new announcements also that came out over the weekend. Las Vegas, we have another file of that. It's at the Palms Hotel, by the way, and there'll be more details. There's already some things on the website about the Palms Hotel if you go to the website. And by the way, if you've gone to the website, there's a counter on there that shows the countdown from 90 days to the Las Vegas event. So go to our company website, teameffortnetwork.biz.biz, and you will see the counter on there that has the 90-day countdown. You want to plan your 90 days to the conference, to the convention, to the launch of the company. Set your goals now to be team builder, executive, 1-star, 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and even get, not besides the trips, our new 6-figure ring. I mean, it's beautiful. This is a Super Bowl ring. Okay, it's phenomenal, and it's the 6-figure ring is going to be given out to the individuals that earn a rolling 6 figures from the time you start your business to as soon as you hit 6 figures, you get presented the new 6-figure ring. That's going to be a lot of fun to give out that recognition. We renamed the DCQ, and now it's called DLCQ, Lifestyle Club Qualified. At the Diamond level, it's a $1,200 car payment, so let the company pay for your car. Now, everybody that gets on the DLCQ, okay, remember it's only 100 points on your short leg to get on the Diamond Club. Not only do you get the car bonuses and all the recognition and the trips and everything else, you also get to be part of a specific Diamond Club incentive cruise, okay, the Diamond Club cruise. And right now it's set for August 2014. There's information going out on it. There was a company email that went on it tonight, so check your emails on that. But the Diamond trip, you have between now and I believe May to qualify for the August 2014 Diamond trip. And there's going to be lots of people because you only need 100 points to go on this. And so we want you to shoot for it and be a part of the Diamond Club and be on the Diamond trip with everybody. All right, the special promotion till November 20th. I can't push it hard enough. It's on all these slides, so you want to be part of it. The iPad mini bonus and the $1,000 on top of everything. It's a pre-launch bonus, so we want you to go for it. And that wraps up the training for tonight. I'm going to open up the box here of the text box here so we can say good night to each other. But I want to tell you this, is that, there's a lot of things happening right now, and it's very, very exciting as we go from a small company to a large company with 10 and change a lot of people's lives. It's going to be a fun road, and we encourage everybody to go out there, make a difference, do the right thing, share the products, use the products, get your testimonial, get your customers on testimonials, and build the income and go for financial freedom. That's what this is all about. Earn freedom for you, your family, and your community. Go for financial freedom. Mel Gill, CEO. I'll play a couple of videos as we tap off, and everybody have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye for now.